My earliest memory is riding in my grandfather's boat, arm over the side, hand in the spray. I've spent much of the rest of my life chasing this feeling. All of that has led to this, the wooden boat experience. I'm Scott Odekirk. Join Speckles and I as we restore old boats, explore the Thousand Islands region of the St. Lawrence River, and generally just try to understand the magic of wooden boats. Come on, Speck. So a little explanation about who I am might be in order. Some of you already know this and others don't. We're here on the farm. But why are we called Glass Goat? Well, you're going to see that we have goats, and that right over here is a studio where I do my glass work. You'll see more of that later. So let's go check out the goats. Our goats are Nigerian dwarf goats. First I'll take you over to the boys. There's the boys. Oreo and Pepe Le Pew. And now let's see the girls. It's not raining. There they go. Now they're out here. Cinnamon, Rachel, and Roxy. All the dishes are the same, but they don't care. They'll still fight over them. And now the chickens. Speckles likes to hide underneath. We do have a rooster. Doesn't always come right out. He's only got one eye. Come on, Willie. We did not name him. So that's the farm. Except for Speckles, who I'm going to feed now. What, are you going to be shy while you eat your food? And so that is the farm. And over here is where the boat shed is going. Right there, you can see the base is ready. And when I get back from Seattle, this will be going up and the Chris Craft will be going in. I've said before that the boat shed base will be old barn beams. Here we're putting them in place. Next, I squared them up and leveled them. I'm adding a horizontal and vertical pressure treated piece on top of each barn beam. This will hold the trusses. This is the game that Speckles plays all day long. Drop the ball and hope somebody throws it. This vertical piece will be added all the way around. Hurricane straps will tie it down to the barn beam. The trusses will be added on top of the vertical piece. They'll all be screwed together. We also have anchor posts that are screwed into the ground that will be lagged into the barn beams, and then possibly even a cable which will go up to the ridge post. Here are the screw anchors being put in. We're using about 20 of them. And so here is the studio. Speck, where'd you go? There he is. Bit of a mess right now. This is where the work happens. Here's a quick sketch. A more finished cartoon. And here's a cartoon being cut up into individual pieces that will then be traced onto glass. The glass gets cut. Check out the Travels with Jordy YouTube channel next week to see this installed in the actual boat. Then the glass gets painted. When this paint is dry, it then gets worked with different tools. You're seeing a very extreme close-up here. With needle tools and wooden sticks to adjust the paint. The piece of glass is then put into the kiln and fired up to 1275 degrees. When it comes out, you add more paint on top, which is called a matte. You badger brush it to make it smooth. And then you work it with brushes and sticks again to remove the paint where you don't want the paint and want the light to come through. It also adds detail. The boat is called the MV Geordie. Once painted, you fire it again. Then you take all of those pieces and lead them together into a panel. This panel will be installed next week into a wooden boat in Victoria, British Columbia. So don't forget, check out Travels with Geordie and show Peter a little love. Don't hate me for this one. This week's boat name origin is Pen and Ink, our old boat that got beyond my capabilities at the time to fix it up, so I turned it into this studio. You can see the lapse rake became siding, the transom became a wall, swim platform became a shelf. I really enjoy it. Even in the winter, I sit in a wooden boat. Thanks for joining me this week on the Wooden Boat Experience.